Imagine standing on the surface of a distant world, far from Earth, witnessing a sunrise unlike any other. The experience would be dramatically different depending on which part of the universe you're in. Sunrises on other planets, moons, and exoplanets aren't the same. The colors might change, the speed of the rising sun would be different, or you may even witness more than one sun in the sky. In some cases, you might find yourself in eternal twilight, while on other worlds, the sun never rises at all. Today, we embark on a journey to 8 extraordinary worlds, experiencing sunrises from vastly different perspectives. First, we travel to Io, one of Jupiter's moons, a place where fire and brimstone define the landscape. Imagine standing on the rugged, volcanic surface of Io. The ground around you is covered in frozen sulfur deposits that give the planet a mix of yellow, red, and orange hues. Huge volcanoes dot the terrain, and lava fields stretch across the horizon. Some of the volcanoes shoot massive fountains of molten rock high into the air, making the environment both awe-inspiring and deadly. As the sun rises, you gaze to the east and watch the horizon turn a deep, blood-red color. Then, a glistening strip of light appears, signaling the arrival of the sun. Due to Io's almost non-existent atmosphere, sunlight is not scattered like it is on Earth, which causes the sun to rise in the sky as a dazzling white fireball. However, the most stunning sight isn't the sun itself, but Jupiter. The gas giant looms over the landscape, appearing nearly 40 times larger in the sky than our moon does on Earth. From Io's surface, you can see the swirling, multicolored storms of Jupiter, as well as its moons drifting by like satellites in the distance. The sunrise on Io isn't gentle or romantic, it's a raw, fiery spectacle, filled with violent contrasts of fire and ice. Despite the inhospitable nature of Io, this moon could still be a potential destination for humans. The gravity would allow for a short visit, but the extreme conditions, particularly the radiation from Jupiter's magnetic field, would make long-term habitation impossible. Next, we travel to Titan, Saturn's largest moon, where sunrise is less about bright light and more about an eternal twilight. Titan's landscape resembles the rugged mountains or deserts we know on Earth, but everything here feels alien. Surrounded by Titan's thick, orange-colored atmosphere, the sun will never appear in its full, fiery glory. Instead, the sky at sunrise is bathed in a soft, golden-orange glow. Titan's thick methane and nitrogen clouds create an atmospheric filter that diffuses the sunlight. When the clouds do clear, you may catch a glimpse of soft, diffused light on the horizon. The entire day on Titan remains foggy and mystical, as if you were walking through a thick layer of orange-brown smog. The surface is dotted with vast plains of frozen methane and deep, black hydrocarbon sand dunes. In the distance, you might spot the dark, reflective surface of a liquid methane lake, its waves glistening in the dim sunlight. The air here is likely still, and any breeze would be freezing cold. Despite Titan's mystifying beauty, its inhospitable conditions make it a challenging place for life, and humans would find it incredibly difficult to survive here. Now, we venture to Pluto, where the landscape is hauntingly beautiful. Picture standing in a frozen world at the edge of the solar system. The air is so thin that it's nearly non-existent, and the temperature is a bone-chilling -230 degrees Celsius. If you tried to move around, you wouldn't be able to see your hand in front of your face before sunrise due to the near-total darkness. The silence on Pluto is almost eerie, as if the planet is frozen in time. However, as the sun begins to rise, the horizon gently starts to glow, offering a faint, almost imperceptible light. The sun on Pluto never rises as a fiery ball like it does on Earth, but instead appears as a faint, sparkling point in the distance. At its brightest, the sunlight here is only about 250 times weaker than on Earth. Even though the sun's rays are weak, they still manage to melt parts of Pluto's icy surface during its summer months, and on certain days, it might even snow. When you look up at the sky, you might see a delicate bluish haze, a soft play of colors that can't be compared to Earth's sunrises, as it is infinitely more fragile and subtle. Nearby, Pluto's largest moon, Charon, hangs in the sky, appearing as a massive object that, like Pluto itself, is always locked in a synchronous orbit, meaning only one side of it ever faces Pluto. This creates an atmosphere of eternal stillness that feels like time has frozen in place. Let's move now to Kepler-22b, one of the most Earth-like exoplanets discovered so far. Kepler-22b orbits a star that is similar to our own Sun, and it's located in the habitable zone where liquid water could exist, a promising location for the potential of life. As the day begins on Kepler-22b, the sky is slowly illuminated with soft blue tones, and depending on the gases present in the atmosphere, you may see green or violet hues. Kepler-22, the planet's sun, is smaller than ours, and so the sunrise on this world is gentle and slow. Life here, if it exists, would experience a much more diffuse and softer light than we do on Earth. As the day progresses, the sun would bathe the planet in a soft golden green glow. If Kepler-22b has oceans or vast plains, the light would shimmer and dance across the water or vegetation, creating a serene and peaceful atmosphere. The sun would rise slowly due to the distance from the star, making the experience of the day beginning even more tranquil. On Proxima Centauri b, a planet that orbits the closest star to our Sun, the sunrise is another worldly experience. Proxima Centauri b is in a tidally locked orbit, meaning one side of the planet always faces its star, while the other side is in eternal darkness. Because of this, the sunrise is only experienced at the boundary between light and dark, known as the terminator zone. As the sun rises, it appears as a dull, red glow, casting an eerie light over the landscape. Proxima Centauri is a red, dwarf star, and its light flickers with intense radiation bursts, making the colors of the sunrise unpredictable. The radiation is harsh, and the light pulses as if alive, adding to the surreal nature of the experience. The colors in the sky range from soft red to deep purple as the light from the distant sun mixes with the atmosphere, creating a strange, almost ethereal scene. In the small Magellanic Cloud, a neighboring galaxy to our own, the sky is never empty or dark. Instead, it is always alive with glowing nebulae and arcs of light that stretch across the horizon. The first rays of the sun refract through dense clouds of gas and dust, casting a soft orange glow over the landscape. The stars in this galaxy are much younger and hotter than those in our Milky Way, giving the sunrise an unusual, almost magical quality. As the light intensifies, the sky could shift through different shades of blue, red, or even violet, depending on the exact conditions. In the distance, the familiar band of the Milky Way arcs across the sky, reminding you of where you came from. The entire scene is one of vibrant, ever-shifting color, with nebulae glowing like vast cosmic paintings. The sunrise here is unlike anything we could imagine, with light and color playing through the gas clouds in unpredictable ways. In the Orion Nebula, a massive region of star formation, sunrise is a cosmic event unlike anything else. Here, there is no single horizon to focus on, instead, you're surrounded by a dense cloud of gas and dust. As newborn stars ignite, their explosive light breaks through the clouds in bursts of brilliant colors, white, blue, orange. The surrounding gas clouds glow with green, red, and violet hues as they are illuminated by the powerful radiation from these young stars. The nebula itself is an ever-changing kaleidoscope of colors as gas clouds collide and stars are born. Here, sunrise isn't a calm, peaceful moment, it's a constant, explosive display of light and energy. The very fabric of the universe seems to pulse with life in this stellar nursery, where the birth of stars never ends. In the globular cluster NGC 6544, the sun rises in a very different way. This dense collection of ancient stars lies in the heart of the Milky Way. The night here is never truly dark, as thousands of stars fill the sky, casting a perpetual glow. The colors of these stars vary, some shine blue, others yellow or red, and together they bathe the landscape in a soft golden light. As the sun begins to rise, an old, red giant star emerges from the horizon, its reddish light mixing with the light from the nearby stars. Then, one by one, other stars rise, each adding their glow to the sky. The sunrise here isn't about a single sun, it's about the combined light of countless stars, making the entire sky seem alive with color. Finally, we reach ARP 272, a galaxy collision that creates a spectacular and chaotic sunrise. As two galaxies tear each other apart, the stars, gas, and dust within them are caught in a cosmic dance. Here, sunrise doesn't just bring one sun, instead, dozens of stars rise in the sky, one after another, creating an extraordinary light show. The gas bridges, stretched across millions of light years, glow brightly as the two galaxies collide, and the colors shift from blues and reds to golds and purples. This is a cosmic sunrise on a scale we can hardly imagine, a multicolored, swirling nebula of light that will never repeat itself, constantly changing as the galaxies merge.